This is Edward Segal. Welcome to the Crisis Ahead podcast. Each week, we look at how companies, organizations, and individuals in the news are responding to, managing, or recovering from a crisis, and what you can learn from their successes or failures. My observations and recommendations are based on my experience managing crisis situations and advising others on how to respond to and bounce back from disasters, scandals, and other emergencies. This week, I'm sharing my observations and recommendations on how businesses can respond to the COVID-19 pandemic. Most companies have never had to deal with a crisis before, and certainly not one like COVID-19. As it has unfolded, it's been clear to me that many businesses and organizations are simply flying blind. Here's my advice on how to navigate this continuing crisis. First, don't say or do anything that may add to people's anxieties, fears, or concerns about the pandemic. Everything you say and do should help provide as much confidence and accurate information as possible. Second, be and stay human. Express empathy, sympathy, and understanding for what people may be thinking or feeling during this very difficult time. Keep in mind that others may be going through an even tougher time than you are. Follow the news and developments about the virus. Keep a close eye on how COVID-19 is affecting any and all aspects of your business, including employees, sales, inventory, and customers. Don't repeat any rumors, speculation, or questionable social media posts. Cite the source of the information and alerts that you do share with others. Communicate often. Let people know exactly how the crisis is affecting your company and what is being done or will be done about it. You should be the source of reliable information about how the disease is impacting your business. Be transparent. Post and distribute updates and key messages about the impact the virus is having on your organization. If it's appropriate, establish a 24/7 hotline as another way to help answer questions or concerns from worried customers, investors, or the public. Don't minimize or try to sugarcoat bad news. Remember that people can find information about your company from a variety of different sources. Always tell the truth, no matter how much it may hurt. Otherwise, your credibility and the trust people have placed in your organization will suffer. If you have a crisis plan, follow it, then test and update it on a regular basis to address this crisis. If you don't have a plan, make one now. Letting people know you have a plan for dealing with this or any other crisis can help provide a level of confidence that you know what you are doing and are doing it in a logical, comprehensive, and coordinated fashion. Get the help you need. This is not the time to try to wing it. If there's any aspect of your crisis management plan for which you need help, don't hesitate to bring in the expertise you need to get the job done and get it done right. Stay ahead of the curve. As the crisis continues, work up your own private and confidential worst-case projections about how the virus may impact your business and plan your next steps accordingly. Finally, don't assume the crisis will end anytime soon. According to scientists, it could be a year or more until we have a safe and effective vaccine. There is an important crisis management resource I want to share with you, and that's my new book on crisis management. The title is Crisis Ahead: 101 Ways to Prepare for and Bounce Back from Disasters, Scandals, and Other Emergencies. The book is now available as an ebook from Amazon and will be released as a paperback on June 16th. Crisis Ahead is filled with case studies of how companies and public figures have prepared for and handled dozens of different crisis situations, and what you can learn from their successes and failures. The book includes checklists and exercises to help get you ready for and react to a variety of different crisis situations. It also has a crisis management plan you can customize for your company. You can learn more about the book at publicrelations.com. Even as the world is dealing with this pandemic crisis, it is not too early to start preparing for the next crisis. That's because history shows there is always a next crisis, and the sooner you are ready for it, the better. This is Edward Segal. Thanks for joining me for this episode of the Crisis Ahead podcast. Remember, It's not a matter of if companies and organizations will have a crisis, but when.